The protests in Iran are getting bigger by the hour. People are taking to the streets as the protests are entering its fifth day. Iranians are protesting against soaring inflation, water, and power shortages as anti-government chants fill the streets across the country. Protesters have now taken their demonstration to 17 out of the 31 provinces. The provinces of Chamahal, Bakhtiari, Ilam, Khuzestan, Khorasan, Razavi, and Lorestan witnessed fresh demonstrations. Cities such as Tehran, Esfahan, Shiraz, Karaj, and Fasa are also on the boil. This marks the biggest protest in Iran since 2022, when 22-year-old Mahsa Amini died in police custody after being arrested for not wearing the hijab properly. Back then, protests raged across multiple cities, including Tehran, Saqqez, Sanandaj, Zahedan, Tabriz, as well as Shiraz. In the latest escalation, a member of Iran's security forces has been killed in the ongoing protests. The deputy governor of Lorestan province says 21-year-old member of the Basij from the city of Kuhdasht was killed last night. The Basij are a voluntary paramilitary force linked to Iran's Revolutionary Guard. It is the first officially confirmed death since the start of the protests on Sunday. The deputy governor also informed that 13 police officers and Basij members were injured by stone pelting incidents. On Wednesday, a government building in southern Iran was also attacked. Eyewitness video released showed protesters trying to access a building in Fars province. Authorities confirmed that a portion of the provincial governor's office door and its glass were destroyed. Another footage showed protesters clashing with security forces in the western city of Hamadan. Earlier, Iran's prosecutor general had warned that any attempt to create insecurity would be met with a decisive response. In the capital, Tehran, authorities announced a bank holiday. Schools, banks, and public institutions were closed, with officials saying the directive was due to the cold weather and the need to save energy. Protests began on Sunday in Tehran's largest mobile phone market, where shopkeepers shut their business. The rallies have since built momentum, with students at 10 universities in the capital and other cities joining in on Tuesday. The government has appointed a new governor to the central bank after the former one resigned following a record currency fall against the US dollar. Inflation in Iran has surged past 42%, driven by a collapsing rial and sharply rising living costs. As the rial weakens to record lows, prices are spiraling. Food costs are up 72% year on year, while health and medical items have risen 50%. Sanctions, political uncertainty, and fears of wider conflict are compounding pressure on households, shrinking purchasing power, and pushing the economy closer to the risk of hyperinflation. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.